Okay, I really apologize for having to do a part three of my bread making, my Amish bread making, but it seems like when I pause my phone, because I have to videotape this ahead of time because I need 50 followers on my YouTube page to go live. So every time I pause a video to let a little bit of time go by, and I get a phone call and I answer the phone call, it seems like when I hang up, it does not go back to pause. It automatically ends my video. So I apologize that I have to do part three of this video. However, this is the continuation and the conclusion of the Amish bread. Okay, we did step one, and then we mixed the dough, and then we let it rise for an hour in a greased bowl covered up. It was like an hour and 10 minutes, I think. And then then I made it into the loaves, and I put it into the loaf pans, and I'm going to show it looks like right now. Okay, so here is my 2 loaves of bread. The directions do say to let it rise in the pan for an additional 30 minutes or until it's about an inch above your loaf pan. I did move it over to my stove because I have my oven is on, so it's a nice warm area for the bread to rise up in a non-drafty area. You want to let your bread rise in a non-drafty area. And now I did have it covered until about 10 minutes ago because you need to take a little bit of melted butter and brush the top of your bread just ever so lightly so you do not deflate what's rising the second time. Then you're going to put it into a 350-degree oven, and you're going to bake it for approximately 30 minutes or until it's nice and golden brown. At that point, when you take it out, when you tap it on the top and it sounds hollow, you know that your bread is done and the top is nice and golden. At that point, if you want your crust to be a little bit softer, you can go ahead and brush the top with some more melted butter, and that'll soften the crust to make it nice for if you're going to slice it for sandwiches and stuff. This is excellent sandwich bread. You can use it for anything. If you'd like to do a different variation of this bread, you can do the butter on the top. Then you can add sesame seeds to it, poppy seeds. If you wanted to do an everything bagel topping, you could do that. If you wanted to use it for like garlic bread, you could put some garlic salt on top of it. Anything that you would like to do to make this bread what you want it to be. The other thing too is it looks great. It's just gotta be careful with it. So I got my melted butter on the top. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to make another point and then I forgot. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get this into the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this very carefully. I like my this is my daughter's loaf pan. I only have one. I need to go get me another one. I like my Wilton loaf pan. This is the Wilton pan. I like that one pretty well because it holds the sides. It has deeper sides, so it holds the bread up better. I think it makes it rise, make it a taller loaf. I set my oven for 30 minutes. Turn the and that is it. That is all there is to making homemade bread. Now, this recipe, like I say, makes 2 loaves. When you find it, you can look for it on Pinterest. You can multiply this recipe for 2, 4, or 6 loaves. If you don't want to use a mixer and you want to make it all from scratch by hand, you can do that, and you can make 2, 4, or 6 loaves depending on which variation of the recipe that you use. This is the that looks like Amish white bread. It also says that, and I never noticed this when I made this before. This is such a basic loaf that there are a lot of different ways to use it. Here are some of the favorite variations of the person that wrote this recipe: dinner rolls, cinnamon rolls, sweet rolls like sticky buns, hamburger buns, cinnamon swirl loaf. Add 2 cups of raisins, add 2 cups of chocolate chips, or add 2 cups of chopped nuts. And you can make it different ways. You can make it like a chocolate chip nut loaf. The raisins, with the cinnamon swirl with the raisins, sound really good for breakfast. That sounds delish. So now, I mean, what I would do is I would mix the raisins right in uh, when when um, when you let your dough raise for that hour. That's when I would add the raisins in. Or what you could do is you could take your dough out after it's risen for that hour, kind of flatten it down with a rolling pin. You can, at that point, put some melted butter in the middle of there, sprinkle on your cinnamon sugar or your cinnamon, add your raisins, roll it up like a cinnamon roll. Roll it up, tuck in your ends, and then stick it in your loaf pan and let it rise. And that would be some amazing cinnamon raisin bread. I might try that next time for just something different, because I love cinnamon raisin toast in the morning. So does my grandson. But I also have made cinnamon rolls in the past at school, so I'm familiar with that. I've never made a sticky bun. When I worked at Winn-Dixie, I used to make sticky buns all the time, but I haven't made sticky buns in years. Not to say I can't do it. I can. I just haven't done it in so long. I would have to try them out and see how they go. All right, so that is the Amish bread making for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys subscribing to my page. If you have not subscribed to my page and you like my videos, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, I'll do my best to answer your questions. Just put those in the comments section. And I will catch you on the next video. Don't know what I'm going to be doing next, but I just felt like making bread today. I don't know why. I just felt like it. So anyway, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you. Bye.